Hello, YouTube. Um, I have been noticing a number of posts over the last couple of weeks that when I start looking at it all and putting it all together, looks to me like it could be kind of an unpleasant group of circumstances coming together. I'm specifically talking about gold and silver and the precious metals. Um, there's going to be a bunch of links on the sidebar to further explain what I'm talking about, different articles and posts by different YouTubers. The first one was sent to me concerning China buying IMF gold, which evidently was a rumor. And I haven't heard anybody reporting the fact that that was a rumor. So I've linked an article in the sidebar to that. Don't know that it changes anything one way or the other, but it's a good piece of information to have. The other link, next link, is concerning the Commodity Futures Trading Commission and the investigation they're supposedly doing into silver manipulation. Now, on the face of things, that would sound like a good thing that they're investigating that. But if you read the article, it makes it sound like, it really is neither here nor there, um, and goes into quite a bit of length concerning their investigations into oil and natural gas, which basically did nothing more than um, make things more difficult on the small investor and didn't really harm the big boys at all. Surprise, right? Anyway, that's a good article to read, and again, another piece of the pie. Um, the next is a link for a post from Silver Futurist. If you don't subscribe to him, you should. He's quite knowledgeable and I think entertaining. And he did a post about Goldman Sachs buying a warehouse company that's part of the LME, the London Metals Exchange. Now, the reason I found it interesting just in and of itself. Goldman Sachs getting its greasy little tentacles into yet another facet of our economy. But what was even more interesting about it is that in one of these articles, and I'm sorry I don't remember which one, but it talks about moving gold and silver offshore. So maybe this is Goldman's way of getting metals offshore so that they can't be regulated by U.S. law. If the U.S. were to confiscate gold or silver or any other metal, or to declare it illegal to own or to trade, whatever, that kind of gives Goldman an offshore place. So I found that interesting. Now add to this, 555 Ella, and I'll post a link, did an announcement about a week ago concerning Citibank being able to hold requests for money, be it a check or you going to the bank and asking for your money. They have 7 days before they can, before they have to give you your money. Now, I know there have been a lot of posts about this, but the reason I bring it up here is, we may be looking at sort of a perfect storm of events coming together here with different manipulations and yet more ways for the banks to get us. And then last I've linked a very long article, but it's a very good article concerning silver manipulation and the Commodity Futures Trade Commission, and it kind of goes on and on and on. So I'm not really going to try to hash that out for you. But the guy has obviously been involved in silver for quite some time, been involved with the CFTC investigation for quite some time, because I think that's something that's sort of been going on for a while. This guy mentioned 2 or 3 different times when investigations were brought up or something. Anyway, it's a good article. So just keep your eyes and ears open if you're a gold or silver bug as to all these different things that are happening. Getting back to the China rumor for just a minute here about them purchasing IMF gold. Excuse me. Um, the reason I find that one, I guess, particularly interesting is, we never know who to trust here. You don't know who's putting out good information and who isn't. From, we know this article about the IMF rumor is a rumor. I mean, honest to goodness, I don't know about you folks, but it's getting harder and harder to figure out the good information from the bad information. So I'm just putting these things out to you. I am by no means an expert on metals by any stretch. I do think they're good to own. Um, I personally am not happy about the fact that they might be going through the roof because that means that everything else is tanking. So I don't see it as good news. I'm not going to be doing the happy dance because gold went up $500 or something. But that said, I do think it's a good way to protect yourself against what might be coming, along with food and guns and ammo. And if you have a gas tank, store gas, or any way that you can find to store commodities for your own personal use and group use, I think is an excellent way to go. And a little gold and silver, a little jingle in your pocket might not hurt either. Take good care, everyone. I hope you're having a great weekend. And see you on the tube.